Alright, what's going on YouTube? So in today's video, we're going to talk about something very interesting. This is something that I peeped. And you know, the power of social media can help you provide receipts. I truly believe that the Cleveland Browns are using Shedeur for the clout. They're using Shedeur for the clout. Because I want y'all to think about this, man. Throughout all training camp, Shedeur barely gets reps. Has barely been getting reps. And then remember, early on, Kevin Stefanski said this will be a four-way quarterback battle. If it's a four-way quarterback battle, that means different quarterbacks would get with the first or second team. But the way things look from a business perspective, which I understand, that Shedeur is a 5th round draft pick, Dillon Gabriel's a 3rd round, so they're obligated based off the order of the draft and when it comes to compensation, Dillon Gabriel's obligated to get more reps than Shedeur. That's just the way the business of the NFL is. If you understand professional sports, that's what's supposed to happen, which I understand. But don't say this is a four-way quarterback battle and then you go about it the quote-unquote business way. Now, if you wanted it to truly be a four-way quarterback battle, that means Shedeur would have also got reps with the first team. So they don't, because, you know, at first we were all excited that Shedeur was going to get the starting nod, right? And think about this. The day before Shedeur was announced to get the starting nod for this week's preseason game, well, tomorrow's preseason game, you know, he was named 4th string in the depth chart, and just a lot of funny things were happening. A lot of funny things were happening, which didn't make any sense to me. Like, this whole situation is very, very funny. Doesn't make any sense. You know, I've been following this situation from the beginning. I've been following his whole draft process. You know, like I said, I've been watching Well Off Media for 4 or 5 years already. So, and I watch them every day. So, I have a strong knowledge of what goes on within the Colorado, Deion Sanders, Shedeur, Bucky, Shiloh. Like, I've been following them for a minute. And it's so funny how the media does things, man. All the clips and everything, old clips. The media has a way of trying to villainize somebody, and people fall for the bait. But going back to my point, they're truly using Shedeur for clout, for ticket sales. Think about it. Why would they say they're starting him for the preseason game, knowing that, hey, people are going to be tuned in and people are going to buy tickets to go to the game because Shedeur has a strong fan base. Shedeur has a strong following. Shedeur has that effect. Every Cleveland media out there has probably gained more followers than ever. People never paid attention to the Cleveland Browns the way they're paying attention to the Cleveland Browns now. Nobody paid attention to the Cleveland Browns the way the Cleveland Browns are getting attention now. I've never followed the Cleveland Browns to this extent at all. I've never really followed the Cleveland Browns. Never did. Even during the Johnny Manziel era, I didn't even follow them because it was irrelevant. No one really cared about Cleveland. It was, you know, Cleveland's in the ugly, really tough division. They got the Ravens. They got the Bengals. They got the Steelers. Where would the Browns even be this good? Very dysfunctional organization. Now, I'll give them credit. Kevin Stefanski is a good coach. He's just stuck in the middle right now. And I believe Andrew Berry actually did want to draft Shedeur. The owner was like, hell. Andrew Berry said, hell no, we ain't draft. Don't draft that. You can draft him in the 5th round. Absolutely. We don't want to deal with all that crazy stuff. We don't want to deal with all that crazy stuff. But then again, he realized, hold on, let's draft him late because we got to get these ticket sales up. Let's draft Shedeur for business purposes. Use him, right? And he's just going to be a rag doll. There is definitely collusion involved. Like, there's definitely collusion involved. I don't care what nobody says. Collusion was involved. Because it doesn't make any sense. How was somebody projected to be a 1st-round grade for months? Teams taking him out to dinner. Owners taking him out to dinner. Going on the 30 visits. And then he ends up being a 5th-round draft pick. That don't make no sense at all. But you know what? God got Shedeur. God got Shedeur. And Shedeur has the right attitude, the right approach. He's got it. And he will overcome. Y'all will remember this video. Y'all will come back to this video and be like, man, this Jay, the sports professor dude, was correct. And by the way, for those who are new to this channel, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. You're going to get real updates with real facts, right? Objective information. And with the Shedeur information, it's not biased. This is the truth. Although I do like Shedeur, it may come off like I'm saying out of place of being biased, but it's the absolute truth. A lot of the stuff don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. My bad, I just went on a rant. But I want you to tell me what you think. Do you believe the Cleveland Browns are using Shedeur for clout, for ticket sales and stuff? Because guess what? The moment Joe Flacco, the moment Kenny Pickett and all of them start throwing picks, guess what they're going to start saying? Shedeur Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, Shedeur Sanders. The media's going to start asking questions about Shedeur Sanders, Shedeur Sanders. This is what teams were afraid of. This is what teams were afraid of. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I got more updates for y'all. This is just my opinion, but I believe it's the truth. Make sure y'all hit this like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my page for those who are new. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for daily updates. Peace.